What the NBA can teach you about building wealth. 1. Salary caps, and why most people are running their finances like the 2010s Knicks. The NBA figured out something Americans still refuse to admit. You cannot spend infinite money forever and expect things to end well. Unless your plan is emotionally becoming the 2010 New York Knicks. Every NBA team operates under a salary cap. In 2025, that cap sits around $141 million. Blow past it too aggressively, and the league hits you with luxury taxes so brutal they make IRS letters feel handwritten and friendly. Golden State paid over $170 million in luxury taxes in one season. That's basically the financial version of setting your wallet on fire while Steph Curry nods approvingly. Meanwhile, you remember growing up watching adults treat credit cards like magical XP boosters? Buy now, panic later. The official economic strategy of the early 2000s, right next to LimeWire viruses and putting your entire identity into your MySpace song. Smart NBA teams budget years ahead. They know exactly how much flexibility they need for future stars, injuries, trades, and emergencies. Most people? They see one good paycheck and suddenly they're financing a truck the size of a studio apartment. You feel rich for maybe 14 minutes. Then the monthly payments arrive like a sleep paralysis demon. The real wealth lesson from the NBA isn't earning more money, it's controlling the cap space you already have. 2. Bad contracts destroy franchises and people. NBA history is basically a museum of terrible financial decisions. In 2016, teams got extra TV money and immediately lost their minds. Joakim Noah got $72 million from the Knicks while his knees sounded like microwave popcorn. Timofey Mozgov got $64 million after averaging 6 points a game. 6. And here's the terrifying part. People do this to themselves constantly. A bad NBA contract locks a franchise for years. A bad car loan does the exact same thing to you. You walk into a dealership wanting something reliable. 3 hours later, you're signing paperwork under fluorescent lighting while a salesman explains why 19% interest is actually pretty competitive. It is not competitive. You know that feeling when your bank app loads slowly? That's fear. Ancient biological fear. NBA general managers obsess over value per dollar. Fans call it efficiency. Normal people call it being cheap. But that's how wealth is actually built. Warren Buffett still lives in the same house he bought in 1958. Meanwhile, some guy making $48,000 a year is leasing a BMW because TikTok convinced him you only live once. Which is technically true. Financially, maybe not for long. The richest teams and people avoid emotional spending. Because debt isn't just money owed, it's future freedom being auctioned away one payment at a time. 3. Championship teams think in decades, not seasons. The smartest NBA dynasties always looked boring at first. The Spurs spent nearly 20 years making careful, disciplined decisions around Tim Duncan. No chaos, no desperation, just consistency. Which is unfortunately how wealth works too. But our brains were raised on instant gratification. Dial-up internet broke us emotionally. We waited hours for downloads, so now everybody expects money to grow instantly too. Real investing is painfully simple. Invest consistently for years, and compound interest quietly does the heavy lifting. No rented Lamborghinis, no crypto profits screaming on TikTok, just patience. Wealth usually feels slow, right before it suddenly isn't. 4. Diversification wins championships and prevents financial collapse. Championship teams need balance. Shooters, defenders, bench depth, even superstars need help. Historically, that's been very stressful for LeBron. Money works the same way. Depending on one paycheck is dangerous. One layoff can turn your life into a motivational LinkedIn post overnight. Smart people build layers. Emergency savings, investments, side income. Because disasters happen fast. In 2020, millions learned their financial plan was basically hopefully nothing bad happens. Diversification feels boring until it saves you. 5. Even millionaires go broke. Here's the darkest NBA lesson. A lot of players earn millions and still end up broke. Why? Lifestyle inflation. As income rises, spending quietly rises too. Bigger homes, more subscriptions, more unnecessary essentials. Regular people do this constantly. You get a raise, but somehow still feel broke. Apparently, surviving now requires 8 streaming services and emotional support takeout. Wealth is not how much you make. It's the gap between what you earn and what you spend. The people who stay wealthy longest usually look the least interested in looking wealthy at all.